go, no matter the road. Gotta keep your head held high. Gotta keep on praying, keep on slaying. Gotta keep that pretty smile. But she's ready to battle, ready to battle. Gonna take that enemy down. She feels no evil and holding her around. She is a warrior. Ain't nothing gonna slow her down. She is a warrior. She's taking this battleground. She is a fighter, a crier. She ain't gonna lose this round. She is a warrior. She sees a way, it ain't paid. Rubies of gold. She's gonna train her mind, gotta keep her in line, keep her eyes on the road. She's ready to battle, gonna take that enemy down. She feels a river holding her ground. She is a warrior. Ain't nothing gonna slow her down. She is a warrior. She's taking this battle down. She is a fighter, a crier. She ain't gonna lose this round. She is a warrior. He's your way when you're afraid. He's your courage when you stumble. He will steady you when you're hurt. He's gonna heal you when you're broken. He will mend you when you're blind. He will lead you when you're hungry. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. So glad to have y'all in for May wrap up. Please make sure you put in the chat, I'm here. Hey, how you doing? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. This is the time that y'all stop and invite another person into the room. Let's live it up on today. Let's have a bunch of interactions because I have a surprise for y'all today. If y'all ready for it, I don't know. But make sure that I know that you're here. Make sure I know that you're here. I'm trying to check all platforms. I told you I'm going to check all platforms to make sure that I see every comment that come in. Make sure, I'm going to keep saying it, make sure I know that you're here. All right? Make sure that you commenting, say what's up. Welcome in. Oh my God. Y'all excited? Now I need y'all gonna have to go in on that giveaway. I don't want to hold on to it. This is what it's for, to be able to give away. And y'all act like y'all don't like giveaways. I don't know what's up with that. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Please make sure you let me know that you are here. Give a shout out. Shout out so I can call you out. I'm checking all platforms. We're gonna get started in a little bit. Hope y'all can hear me. Yes. Hello. Mm. I'm gonna see if I can do this one real quick and try to make sure I'm catching everybody in real time. Oh, it's not doing it. Okay. All right. Every single step, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Focused on my path, I'm the one, I'm the key. Living on my dreams. Oh, you know what? I do need to share this to the. This is my guide, I won't be denied. With every stride, I feel alive. Overcoming, thriving, I won't hide. In my purpose, I confide. All right, all right. We getting there. Welcome in. Okay, I'm gonna share this to the. Welcome in. I'm trying to make sure I'm catching everybody in live time because I have a special announcement for y'all. I want to make sure that everybody is getting it. Everybody sees it. All right. Welcome in, ladies. Welcome in. And we have some gents. Welcome in. Take this time now to, you can still have time to invite somebody else. I forgot to post it to the group page for Step Out so the ladies on there could join those that don't have, um, the regular thing, but they're inside the private chat. So welcome in, like I'm so glad that we're here. I know next Monday is the announcement for the live. We're gonna go live to announce the winner for the baskets, for the self-care basket and the book, the girl they call Ugly Book. So I need y'all I don't see no duns yet. Like I don't want to have to keep it to myself. Like I already have my book. I already have enough self-care baskets. I'm always, doing them myself. But I want y'all to be able to win some stuff too. Like y'all gotta be participant. I'm not trying to gatekeep and try to hold stuff back, but I need y'all to participate too. All right. So, like I said, like if you are here, please let me know in the chats that you are here. Just you could type your name if you want to, but definitely type your name so I'll be able to know who I'm, where this going towards the end. All right. So let's do. So of course, y'all know I did post about the self-care, the giveaway. So it's not so I did want it to be Mother of the Year, but I know that it made some ladies like, oh, I'm not a mom, or some were aunties, grandmas, what the case may be. So I decided that we're just gonna make it Woman of the Year. How about that? Because how many of you know we as women, we do a lot in general. We don't need a label. We're a woman, and as a woman, we process. We have to do a lot of things. We have to take care of a lot of things. So I'm gifting a basket to a Woman of the Year based off if you went to the post. So I'm gonna show y'all the post and what it looks like. So this is what the post looked like. You see my beautiful face, and you see the eligibility, the criteria in order to win the basket. Please make sure you share with someone else. Anybody can join. Anybody can submit to win. Anybody can. Okay. I want you all to be able to share this so that way
a woman, and this is not the only basket. So y'all know we have a lot of other giveaways, right? We constantly doing giveaways. So I want y'all to just, share with some other ladies, and so that they'll be able to join in and they'll be able to get in on the gift basket as well. All right. Now, what is the criteria? Also with the book, right? Also with the book. Okay. Trying to be make sure I can see everything to know who's all chiming in. Okay, so you also know that with the book, with the basket, it comes with the book. So the book is with the basket. They're both together, right? And a very special lady will be winning both the self-care basket along with this book by Apostle Lisa Renee James, who, if I could say so myself, did an amazing job with being transparent and being open and just putting it all out there, no matter what it looked like, but it's not, it's to help you to be able to navigate so that you could be able to heal as well, right? Like I said, we're not gatekeepers. We go try to encourage other people and uplift each other. And I like the way that she's doing it. So this is why, make sure, I'm going to keep saying, because I don't know when people are chiming in. Make sure that you're putting in the chat your name, so that I know you're like, you could just say, hey, LaShonda, hey, how you doing? Where the case may be, and you can chime out where the case may be, but I need your names in the chat, okay? By the end of this thing. So I'm letting you know that, so by the end of the chat, I will be giving away, so this is why it's important. I will be giving away to two special ladies. I'm gifting 2 books. I'm gifting 2 books. So this is actually my copy, my signed copy. Okay. But I wanted to give 2 ladies their own personal signed copy by Apostle Lisa James, their very own books. So when I say put your names in the chat, at the end of this live, I will be announcing the winners and I will get your information. And that way you can get your own personal signed copy. But I need to know you here. If I don't know you here, you won't get the opportunity to win. 2 special ladies. I'm gifting 2 books to 2 special ladies, along with, this has nothing to do with the criteria for the gift basket. Okay. Speaking of the gift basket, to win the Woman of the Year giveaway basket and the Girl They Call Ugly book, you have to be following Sister Step Out on one or all platforms. So, we have a YouTube, we have a TikTok, we have a Instagram, we have a Facebook page, we have a private sections, just if, ladies want to chat. And we have a public section for those, we just put it out there for everybody. Okay. So you need to be following Sister Step Out on one or all of the platforms. If you don't have a TikTok, don't worry about it. Just make sure you're following on another platform. All right. The second one is share your favorite topic, post, or clip from the Step Out page. So something that we discussed. It could be something from last month's topic. It could be something from this year, because we're about to make 3 years. So I just want to know that that y'all have been listening and you've been getting something from it. Because if not, what's the point? You don't want me just talking this whole time, right? So you're going to share your favorite topic, post, clip from the Step Out pages. Why? To help encourage another lady. So this is not for my benefit. Yes, this is encouraging to know that, yes, I'm so glad you learned something. But I want you to be able to encourage somebody else. The third thing is you're going to share the page with another lady. So you're going to click that little share button and you're going to share it with someone else who may can benefit from stepping out. All right. You're like, you've been holding on a little bit longer. It's time for you to step out. I want you to step out. Right. And then after that, what are you going to do? You're going to type done. All right. Where you're going to type done at, you're going to type done underneath this post. Underneath this post, you're going to type done. Okay. When you type done, on June the 1st, that's the first Monday that, we don't have lives, but because of the drawing, this is next Monday. Let's be honest. This is next Monday. Next Monday on June the 1st at 6 p.m., I'll be announcing the winner of the self-care basket and the Girl They Call Ugly book. Now, it will not be personalized, but if you would like to reach out to Apostle James and get it personalized, you absolutely can. Absolutely. But the 2 giveaway books I'm giving away at the end of this will be personalized. So you'll have she'll sign it, with your name and probably give you an encouragement word, whatever it may be. But yes. So I don't see any yet. I want to be able to give away. If not, then we'll do something, later on. But I'm going to keep letting it be known that we are doing I'm giving away 2 free books, 2 free signed books to you, the viewers, 2 special ladies who will win the book. Okay. All right. So as you can see, this is the end of May. This is the 4th Monday. And this is the last discussion topic for the month. And what have we been talking about? We've been discussing grievances. All right. Grievances. What are grievances? You may say. A lot of you may know what grievances is, because a lot of times we walk through life and we have issues and problems with people, but we don't say anything. We hold it to ourselves. We keep it to ourselves. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to hurt people's feelings. We just bottle it up. But if y'all know, just like we discussed, what happens to that Coke bottle when you shake it up too much? It explodes. It explodes. And it hits anybody that's in distance of it. It will hit any and everybody that it comes in proximity of. Okay. And most times the people that it comes proximity of is not the person that it's really targeted at, versus for some, I was angry at my parents, right? Just an example. I'm angry at my parents, but I can't lash out at my parents because they're my parents. So instead, my sister may come up to me and try to have a discussion, and I let it all out on her because I had all this stuff pent up, right? Or someone hurt my feelings or said something to me the wrong way, and I didn't like the way they said it. But instead of saying to them, I lashed out on the next person I come to, or who treats me that way, instead of dealing with that person, head on, right? So what is grievances? A grievance is a formal complaint or a strong feeling of resentment stemming from a perceived wrong, injustice, or unfair treatment, right? Okay. Some of the grievances that I stated that I had is one of the grievances I had said that I had recently was dealing with ads, how they play on your emotional state just to get you to click on the ad, and it's not the same as the ad that they play on your helplessness. Or another one of my grievances was I'm trying to see because I had a lot, y'all. Oh, people that don't support your business unless you give them a discount, but don't ask other big name brands for any discounts. They pay the full price, but with you, it's all you have to cut yourself short. And we want to stop doing that too. To my business people, we're not cutting corners for nobody else. We give our full time and effort, and we want to make sure that our time is well paid and well deserved, right? So, I didn't realize, y'all. So I was sitting with someone just this past week, and I realized that I had another grievance. Don't y'all laugh at me. I be trying. So I had another grievance, and it was on it was based off a movie that I have seen probably dozens of times, right? Dozens of times. And I didn't realize that it had an impact on me until I watched it again this past time, and it really got to me, right? So y'all don't laugh, but if you can resonate with this, let me know. So I realized this is a child movie. This is a child movie that came out in 2010 and 2010, right? And if y'all many of you may know this story of Rapunzel, right? The girl with the long magic hair that, if she sings, it heals and all this stuff. Like, y'all know this movie. And this is no accolade. This is no accolade to Disney because y'all did it dirty. So I realized upon watching this movie that a lot of times, a lot of our grievances and the things we're upset about stems from our family. and we don't really know how to direct that, right? So in the movie, y'all know in the movie, like, so Rapunzel is stolen from the kingdom. She's stolen from her real home, and she's in this tower with this other woman who's not her biological mother, and she's doing everything to manipulate her. So she's telling her, oh, mommy, mother knows best, right? You know that song. I used to sing it. Mother knows best. How she wouldn't let her leave the tower. She, everything had to go through her in order to get. Like, she wanted a special meal. Yeah, she had to go through her mom, who went out to go get it. So she never really touched ground. She never met anybody until she met the guy here and the horse. So she never really met anybody until this person. But all her go-throughs was through since she was a baby. The only person she's ever known is this woman. And this woman manipulated her and controlled her for her own personal gain. What was the gain? Her hair. So that way she could stay young. Okay. Maybe it wasn't really her choice because, they did take the plant to the queen, who drank it when she was pregnant with her. We all know it's not true. But I didn't realize that even in a lot of the Disney movies, right, they give out this thing about family, and we don't never realize that family is like the main thing that you encounter first. Family is the first people that you deal with before you even go out into the outside world, right? I just thought of this. I had an aha moment that the reason why you grow up to who you grow up to be is because of your family, based on what your mom, your dad, your grandmother, whoever raised you, instilled in you, whether you are a good human being or you make the wrong choices, whatever it is, everything is based off of how you grew up. And I say this a lot, even, in dealing with mental health, is that in mental health counseling, if you don't realize, is that a lot of times, 95% of the time, the things that you deal with as a child, if you don't deal with them, they follow you into adulthood. If you don't deal with them as a child, they follow you to adulthood, whether you don't trust people, if you become a people pleaser, if you're always trying to be accepted by your parents, that goes into your adulthood. You try to be accepted by other people. If you are shy or, don't really, want to talk to other people, then, they say introverts. I never really got into all of that. But all these things, right? All these things, I'm trying to see. Okay. All these things we get when we're young. What is the first thing? How do you talk to people? How do you treat people? Our family teachers: do not lie, do not steal, do not, cheat, do not do this, do not talk back, do not don't bully, don't be bullies. Like, we're things that you are taught as a child. These are things that you learned, and as you learn them, they keep going, right? You take it onto your adulthood, not unless you chew with them and you spit out the bone, right? So you take what you need, and then that you don't, you just whatever, you just discard it. Well, this girl has been groomed for so much, right? And then when she finally realized who she was, that was outside of her mom, or not really her mom, but then it began to be a little, conflict, because she's trying to identify who she is. She's trying to figure out who she is, right? And a lot of times that's hard because our parents want us to become a certain. I'm not gonna say a certain thing or certain thing, but parents want you to outgrow them, to outlive them, to do better than them, right? My mom used to say, I don't want to bury my children. My children will bury me. That's why I say outlive, because a lot of times some parents I don't want my children to bury me. I don't want to bury my children. I want my children to be able to bury me. And even a lot of things when it comes to how we live, how we talk to each other, whether it be in a disrespectful tone. There are certain instances I could sit in front of people and I'm like, ugh, they kind of, like, I wouldn't have said that because that's not the way I was raised. I was raised a different way, right? But not taking too much into that, but a lot of things that we that there are certain things, even as children, right? We didn't like people, the way people talk to us, or somebody said something wrong to us. We're like, that rubbed me the wrong way. Like now I get that ick, like that rubbed me the wrong way. And then I think, what am I going to do about it? Because if I don't say anything, right? If I don't say anything, then it's going to keep happening. And that's what happens a lot of times with grievance. That's that that bottle, right? If we don't say anything, it builds up. It builds up. If we don't talk about it, when we say grievances are what's not said, things that hurt you, it builds resentment, it builds hurt, it builds frustration, disappointment, pain, and silence. And we talked about this, right? We talked about how when you hold on to these grievances, these things can cause anxiety. It can cause strokes when you think about the pain that you're endured. You've been silent for so long. Hey, what's the silent killer? This is what the world known. Let's look it up. What is known as the silent killer? The term silent killer is most commonly used in medicine and environmental health to describe dangerous threats that cause severe internal damage or death, showing noticeable symptoms, right? The two primary conditions given this name require drastically different approaches to protection and treatment. Hypertension, high blood pressure. That's one of the silent killers. Now, what causes high blood pressure? Let's go into that. I'm gonna have to pull up my other thing because I'm working from every device trying to make sure I'm catching every lady tonight. What causes, let's look it up. What causes high blood pressure? Some of you may already know. You may put it in the chat. You absolutely can. In about 90% to 95% of cases, there's no single identifiable cause for high blood pressure. A condition known as primary and essential hypertension. Instead, it develops over time due to a combination of genetics, age, and environmental factors, right? What's some of the genetic and age? Family history of high blood pressure, whether it be as you age, arteries naturally become less flexible and more rigid. Lifestyle habits, your diet, your weight, activity, substance. Then let's go into chronic diseases, diabetes, all these things. Stress and mental health. High levels of chronic stress trigger stress hormones that temporarily spike your heart rate and blood pressure, and can also lead to unhealthy coping habits like smoking or overeating. This is a mental health thing. Okay. All right. So that is them two are known as the silent killers. Hypertension, high blood pressure. And the second is carbon monoxide poisoning, which we're not going to, that's gas when you're taking gas. But high blood pressure. What happens when you get, okay, let's look this up. A stroke, also called a brain attack, is a life-threatening medical emergency that occurs when blood flow to a part of the brain is cut off, or when blood vessels in the brain burst, right? Balance. These are the warning signs: balance, eyes, face drooping, all this stuff. So stroke. A lot of times I have known people, when they highly stressed, when you take up on a lot of stress, take up on other people's baggage, take up on a lot of frustration, a lot of anger, and you don't have nowhere else to exert that to, it builds up in your body, y'all. It builds up in your body. It builds up, and the next you know, like, oh, what she died of? Oh, she had high blood pressure. No, it's not just that. It's built up of a lot of things. How do you get high blood pressure? How do you end up with a stroke? How do you end up dying? Then most people say, oh, she was only 35. She was only 20. She was only 45. She was so young. How did she die so young? We hear this all the time. I hear it more. And I mean, yeah, men deal with it too. But right now we're dealing with the women and how we have to learn to let it out. We have to learn to speak out for ourselves, to speak up for ourselves, to not let things just go just to let it go. We have to speak up for ourselves. We got to. Because if we don't, why are we holding on to stuff? You remember I told y'all, like I said, I pray. I pray that, Father, if it's not for me to say it, then don't open the door. If you open the door, I'm going to walk in it. Right? But another way, we gave other examples, right, to how we can relieve of some of the grievances that we have. I told you that I journal, right? You talk about it. Pray. I write my journals down. I write my journals down. I write things down in my journal, right? And all my journals are heavily full, y'all. I fill up every page. As a matter of fact, I really need to give me another journal because I have a lot more prayers. I have a lot more things to say. I have not necessarily grievances, but just the things. That's another thing. Like when you hold things in, when you hold in frustration, when you hold on, look, Father, I don't know what my next step is. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know how to get from point A to the point Z. I don't know what you really want me to do. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this next job. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this man. I don't know what I'm gonna do about dating. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get married. I don't know if I'm gonna have children. You have a lot of concerns. It's not just grievance. You have a lot of concerns in general. You have a lot of questions. And a lot of times when we fill our brain up with all these concerns, and I know we as women, we process a whole lot. We have a lot of things that we have to process, a lot of things we just but if we fill up our brains with so much of these grievances, so much concern, so much things that the world throws at us, right? Where do we have room? Where do we have room for anything else? Where do we have room for self-care? Where do we have room to find our purpose? Where do we have room to help somebody else in time? Where do we have room to encourage somebody else? Where do we have room for me time? Where? If we filling up with everything that everybody else wants to have, or what everything everybody's doing to us, we have to fill our brains with other things, ladies. Figuring out what's the next step for us. Because if it's not the job that you're working going 9 to 5, it could be finding your own business. If it's not finding your own business, it could be, I don't know, whatever Holy Spirit speaks to you. You never know, right? But you have to be clear. Your mind have to be clear. And if it's not clear, most times my brain be so clouded and fogged that I can't even hear what my children are saying. And it's not because I don't want to, it's because I'm trying to figure out other things in my head, right? When sometimes it's okay to be like, okay, you know what? I need to put this down so that I can focus on what I need to focus on. I need to put this down so that I could do what I need to do right now. Because if we try to give everything and everybody our attention, right? Where does it leave time for us? That's another one of my grievances. We pour out, we give so much. Oh, that was another one of my grievances, y'all. Y'all remember Mother's Day when we have the children for 9 months and then we have 18 plus years to deal with them and we only get one day to celebrate mothers. This is why we brought on the Woman of the Year self-care basket giveaway, because women should not be celebrated one day. We should be celebrated all year long, because we are more than enough. We are capable women of handling so much thing. We handle, as a mom to the children that I have, and a wife and a business owner and in ministry. I could tell you my calendar is color-coded, filled up to the notch of things I have to do. As a mom, that calendar is one color. What I need to do for my children, what I need to do as a wife, we have family, so that's a different color. If I do stuff for myself, for school, for business, for ministry, everything is color-coded. My calendar's filled up, right? And I may not even have a day to celebrate myself. But you know what? And most times when we miss that day, like, oh man, well, you didn't give me that for Mother's Day. Well, guess what? It may not be today, but guess what? You got something the next day. I'm gonna get you some the next day, and then the next day. I want to always let you know that I appreciate you. You women out there, I appreciate all that you do. It does not come light, it does not come cheap, because you give of your time. Your time is really, really precious, and it means a lot. And I don't want you to think that it means nothing for everything that you do. If you get up and you go to work, that's a lot. If you have to cook, clean, take whatever it is, it's a lot just for one. Even as you know, I don't slight the men, but for as a woman, I want you to know that I as the visionary sister step out, I appreciate you all, because you're doing the absolute best you can. I know that as a mom, your children comment on you, pulling on you, your job don't feel like you appreciate it much enough, but you are doing the very best you can. I want you to know that I am proud of you, and you are doing the absolute best. You're giving your all. You're waking up and you still yet going at it. And for that, you deserve every day. If you want to sit in the rest today, I know today is Memorial Day and some people are out having fun with family, you know, and that's why I know I'm probably missing some of y'all now, but I'll make sure I post on the thing to make sure that if you're in the chat, make sure you post it so that way you can be in to get this giveaway for this book. Okay. You are appreciated. You are loved. You are doing an awesome job. And I want y'all to know that, right? So as we continue on, we talked about last week about Mary and Martha, right? Being in a Mary state and the Martha state. This was one thing I had to realize, is that a lot of times we as women, we're always so busy. I've seen my mom cook, clean, make sure that we're together, you know, still you try to go to school. I've seen my mom do a whole lot, and I'm very grateful for everything she has done as a woman. And I'm very super proud of her. For all the women, y'all know that. But then Holy Spirit was like, there comes a time when you have to be a Mary or you have to be a Martha. You can't really do both. There's no possible way to do both. For those of you who may not understand where the Mary and Martha scenario comes from, Mary chose to sit at Yeshua's feet and listen and learn from him. And Martha chose to work. Martha chose to get everything prepared, to cook, to clean, and make sure everything's prepared for the Messiah who was coming to her home. And she was still yet found working, even when he was sitting and teaching. And, you know, and instead of working, and this is the thing, we have one or the other, y'all. So I was in a Martha state, right? I was in a Martha state where I always have to be busy. I had to take care of a lot of stuff. But then you're not supposed to be in a constant Martha state. Okay, that's the key. You're not supposed to be in a constant Martha state where you're continuously working and you can't hear what the Father is telling you to do. There has to be a time where you sit down, like Mary, sit down and listen to what he's trying to tell you to do, right? Don't always be, I got to be moving. I got to go. I got to go. I got to go. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. I got to do that. No, sometimes it's okay to sit down and say, be still and know that I am the Father. Sometimes it's okay to be still, y'all. It's okay to be still. I know. We was not taught that. Women have to be keepers at home. We have to make sure the home is taken care of. If the home not taken care of, you're not a good woman. You're not a good wife. You're not a good mother. All that. But I bind and rebuke that right now. Because if people actually, now, people in the day, they could do that. They could absolutely do that. They could be like, oh, you know, I'm not a kid. But we're in a new day and age now, right? We're in a new day and age where you can work, you can have fun, you can be business owners. You could be business owners, right? Or, you know, you can just chill. Like, there is no right or wrong thing, you know, this will be in the new day and age. Like, they're no longer women who are stay-at-home moms. I am a stay-at-home mom, but at the same time, like, I'm not just a stay-at-home mom. I'm a business owner. I am running a business. I said a business owner. I'm running a ministry. That's what I meant to say. And I'm working in the church, and I'm serving in my community. And there's a whole lot more than just being a mom. There's a whole lot more to me than just being a wife. I'm LaShonda. I am LaShonda. And trying to discover and know who she is the biggest and the most important thing to me. And I get that most times women, we're taught to keep going. We have to keep going. Mark, mom, I promise you, my mom, and I laugh. She know I laugh and talk with her about this a lot of times because my mom does not know how to sit down. She will cook. She will cater. She will, oh, I got to go do this. And I'm like, ma'am, sit down. It's okay to sit and chill. If she sit down for a minute, she popping right back up. But that's just that's how her mother was. Everything stems from how you grew up. Her mom was like, if you sitting down, then you're doing something wrong. Most time they call you lazy. And I quote that because that is not who you are. If you find that you need to sit down and rest for a little bit, sit down and rest. Sit down and catch your second wind. You should not always be, okay, I got to find the next thing and the next thing just to stay busy. That's what's going to cause a lot of frustration, a lot of resentment, because guess what? You're going to miss out on certain things. And you're like, well, how come you didn't tell me? Because you were always busy moving. You're missing out on what the Father has for you because you're so busy moving and not sitting still to hear him. If our brains are crowded with all these thoughts, all these things that we shoulda, woulda, coulda be doing, how is he able to get to you? How is he able to talk to you? If you have, that's just like, imagine yourself in a room, right? Full of people that's talking. They're talking all around you. How is a person that's trying to get your attention from the crossroom able to get your attention? Smoke signals, SOS, light flares, I don't know. How they're able to get your attention if you have so much noise around you. Sometimes we have to silence that noise. Sit down. And I know it's not easy to sit down and be quiet for some time and just let Holy Spirit let the Father minister to you. I know it's not easy. Why? How do I know that? I've been there. I had to be set down during my last pregnancy. The Bible was like, okay, you need to sit down and just stay in shalom, stay in peace. I will walk, as long as you continue to step out, I will walk you through this. I will take care of the pregnancy. If you take care, I need you to take care. But I need you to be still. And a lot of the assignments that he gave me, it wasn't things where I had to move. It was just either just sitting still and just listening to him. I promise you, you may think that you have a lot to say, or you have a lot going on, but he has more he's trying to impart in you. And if you're not listening, how are you going to find your purpose? How are you going to figure out, okay, Father, what's the next? You asking him. And some of you, I know, you're seeking, you're asking, Father, what's the next thing for me? Father, what is it that you have for me to do? Father, how do I obtain this? How do I get there? You're asking the right questions. Absolutely, 1000%. But you don't sit long enough to hear the answer. You don't sit long enough to hear, oh, that's what you want me to do. Oh, that's where you want me to go. We don't sit long enough, ladies. We don't. I promise you, it took me a while to realize that, you know what? If I used to wash clothes every single day. Make sure, because my dad, what I tell y'all, things that you learn and what you do stem from what you did growing up. My dad, make sure that's a hot meal on the table by 5 o'clock. That's the way I was taught. And that's fine and dandy. But it doesn't work for me. So I had to spit out that bone. That meat, the meat, some of the meat was okay. Yeah, we go cook. But I had to throw out some of the most. It didn't work for me. And it's okay that certain things just don't work. It don't fit. It's like a puzzle piece. You're trying to piece these puzzles together because you have an ideal picture for what things are supposed to be and how it's supposed to look like, when your puzzle pieces that you want to fit are not fitting, because that's not the pieces that the Father has for you. We limit ourselves because, I want this job. I want this job where I can be big and I can make my own, I can do this. And he's trying to say, you can make the exact same money times 2 if you put your money into this, if you started this business. But like, oh no, I see a lot of people with that business. I'm not going to do that. I see a lot of people being photographers. I'm not going to do that because they're more gifted than me. No, we psych ourselves out. And based off you, okay, you know what, Father? I don't want to be my own photographer. I'm going to go work for y'all. Remember, I don't know if JCPenney still have that little photo thing, but I'm gonna work at JCPenney and be their photographer. And I'm trying to make that puzzle fit into the picture that I think that I see of what I think that the Father wants me to be. It doesn't fit. We trying to make our own, we're trying to create our own image. And it's okay. You have your idea of what you want, and that's what you seek the Father for. But trust him when he has another alternative plan for you. Trust him when it may look different. It's the exact same, but it's just going to look a little different. We want to go down one road, but then the Father's like, okay, I have a different road I want you to go down, and it's much easier. There's less traffic stops. There's less traffic. There's less lights. And I mean, y'all know, y'all like my mom drives feeder. Me, I like to drive freeway to get where I need to go, quick, fast, and in a hurry. But how many of y'all know sometimes when I get on that freeway, it's not quick, fast, and in a hurry. You got traffic, you got police stops, you got people that get into accidents. It's not as quick. And I'm like, dang, if I just would have went that way that the Father told me to go, I would have got there much quicker. We lose out on our blessings and what the Father actually has for us because we choose to go our own way. We choose to hold stuff in. We choose to not step out. We choose to say, oh, I'm going to take care of that later. Or we're too busy with our own plans. The Father says in Jeremiah 29:11, I live by it. Why? Because it's on my screensaver. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans that I have for you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. So he already knows. He already knows what you're supposed to be doing. The only difference between you following what he's telling you to do and you doing your own is how many blockages you face. You will know by the blockages that you face if you go on the way that the Father tells you to go. Sometimes those blockages see, okay, are you going to trust me? Sometimes those blockages are what we bring up on ourselves. So there's different ways to block. I'm not going to say that every time you come with a blockage is because you're going the wrong way. Some of it is because that it's to teach us a lesson. It's to teach us so we can grow, we can be more, or it's to help us for that actual finished puzzle piece. We never know. I don't know what my plans look like, but I know that every single time, and it's not even my puzzle piece, y'all. Let's be honest. I love puzzles, and last time we could just lay our puzzles out. The Father is the one that's giving me my puzzle pieces. If I'm being completely honest, because I told y'all before, I didn't know that I was going to launch this ministry Step Out. I didn't know that it was going to be all these various topics. I didn't know that I was going to meet a whole lot of ladies. I didn't know I was going to be doing a lot of giveaways. I didn't know that I was going to be having these topics that not only helps you all, but it helps me too. Like I said, the blockage, when I'm like, grievances, I'm not ready to talk about that. I'm still here dealing with some resentment, with some silence that I don't talk about. I'm still dealing with identity. I'm still working on my identity. I didn't feel like I was there yet. But as I took that puzzle piece that he gave me, this is what you're going to talk about, identity. I was able to put that puzzle piece down because he helped me to walk through it. I'm able, based off your obedience, you will be able to complete your puzzle. Your race will be, you will go to the finish line as long as you follow and be obedient to what he's telling you to do, y'all. Let it out and step it out, right? If there's things that's on your heart, if there's things that are troubling you, tell him, Father, I don't understand. I literally had to sit down with myself between last Monday and this Monday. And I'm like, Father, I don't get why you just brought me through this. Like, I don't understand, like, why you, and I be talking, like I talk to a sister or my husband or my children. I be talking to y'all. I'm like, I don't understand, like, what's your plan for giving me this assignment? I don't understand what you want me to say, why you want me to say this to this person. I don't understand. And like my pastor just said this, you can ask the question. Be ready for the answer when you get it. Because when you know the answer, you can't unhear it. You can't unhear it because once you know, you know. That's just like once you see something like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have seen that. It's stuck in your brain. Once the Father tells you, you can't unknow it. Because now you know the plans that he has for you. Now you know. But what are you going to do with that information? I'll take care of it next week. I have put it on the back burner for so long. Okay, Father, get into these topics, grievances, identity, family hurt. These are things I kept in my back pocket because I'm just like, Father, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I don't want to expose myself. I'm not ready to deal with this because I'm still yet walking through it. And he let me know, LaShonda, I got you. I will not bring you to it if I'm not going to bring you through it. Trust me. And every single time that I stepped out every single Monday, y'all, I'm telling you, it has not been easy, but it has been worth it. I began to see and understand, okay, yeah, I know I have a lot more grievances than the ones I shared. But it's not, I'm not gonna pour that Coke bottle on you. I'm not gonna shake it up and pour it out on you. I'm gonna direct it where it needs to go. I'm gonna start speaking up for myself. Y'all, I told y'all last week, I wrote it down. I don't care, and it's in my notes. Y'all don't believe me? It's in there, it's at the bottom. I don't care anymore about being left behind. And I don't care anymore about being let down. I don't care about being left out. Because you know what? I realize that with me stepping out, it feels alone anyway, right? And that's what we don't talk about. Like when you choose to step out, it's gonna feel like you're on an island all by yourself because you're trying to figure out where can I find a buoy? Where can I find a life-saving jacket? Where can I find a boat? Where can I find a life raft? Where can I find somebody help me? Where can I find it? And there won't be none but the Father. When you step out, literally, it's a decision that you have to make for you, not for nobody else. I can't, if I was to step out based off of my upbringing, I would still be walking out in fear. I would still be walking out in silence. I would be like a zombie. I wouldn't be out here talking like I'm talking now. I wouldn't. I'll be still eggshelling, walking on eggshells to figure out what to say. Ooh, do people like this? Oh, do they appreciate if I say that? No. You have to be unshamedly bold and confident to step out, knowing that guess what? If everybody else decides to leave you based off what you believe and based off what you think and how you think because it's different from theirs, they weren't never meant to be around you. If you can't accept me for who Yahweh is calling me to be now, then you was never meant to be in my circle. You was never meant to be where the Father is taking me. And that's one thing I learned. That Yahweh will prune you. Prune those people that you thought, oh, we was gonna be friends forever. Oh, yeah, family is everything. Family is important. No, he said he did not come here to bring peace. There will be mother against father, daughter-in-law against mother-in-law. There will be son against father. He did not come to bring peace because he wants you to follow him. He wants you to be obedient to him. No matter what it looks like, y'all, it's scary as heck to step out. But I promise you, I've never felt so confident. I never felt so bold. I never felt like I was on top of the world with what I know, with what he is giving me, with what he is showing me. I have never felt so good, so free. And that if people ask me all the time, how is it? I said, I feel free. Stepping out has made me free. And it helped me to understand this person is not for me, and that's okay. But guess what? I've also learned that these people, the people that Yahweh is moving out of my way, he's also bringing people in. He's also filling the void. He's also, you need to show the crowd, okay, I'm here for you. He is always with you, y'all. That's what I say. If you can't talk about it, write about it. Write about it. I journal all day long. I love it. I moved to tablets. I have several tablets. I have just whatever you find. Just write it. Write in your note section in your phone. Whatever it is that helps you. Do it freely. Do it openly. Do it honestly. Be honest with yourself. Do I really like what people say to me and it rubs me the wrong way? Am I really okay with it? Honest answer, no. You just find ways to deal with it or find ways to move around so that way I don't want to deal with it no more. But eventually that test is going to keep coming back, keep coming back until you understand that, okay, you know what? Maybe I do need to speak. Okay, we can't do this. We can't do this. Okay, I let it go for too long. Now you just doing it. How many y'all know them people that they see how far they can get with you and they keep trying to trying to test you, keep trying to push your buttons, keep trying to see how far they can go before you snap on them. I know that all too well. All too well. And most times I just walk away. But sometimes I learn it's good to walk away sometimes. But sometimes it's good to, hey, you know what? I'm going to let you know now that's not cool. I know what you're doing and it's not okay. And the Father's not pleased. And I'm going to tell on you, right? We just have to be honest. Let it out. Like, y'all, please be free to say whatever it is that's on your heart. Don't hold it in. Don't be hiding and be like, well, I don't know what they're going to say. How they going to, no, we're not living in people pleasing. We're not living and trying to be accepted by other people. Know who you are. Ask the Father, who do you see me as? I know that I'm his daughter. I already told you I'm adopted. I got my adoption papers. I don't know about y'all. I know that I'm adopted, right? So thank y'all so much for tuning in. I just want to go back and reiterate. I am gifting to the Girl They Call Ugly signed copies to 2 ladies. All you have to do is just input your name in a thing to be included to receive a book. Like I said, I'm giving. It's not a part of the giveaway, so the giveaway is still going on, right? The giveaway is still going on. I'm announcing that winner on June the 1st. So if you do all the criteria that's listed on the Step Out page, you will be entered into winning the giveaway basket and the book. But I also purchased 2 extra books that I would like to give to women. And all you have to do is just put your name in the chat. The first 2 women that put their name in the chat will be in to get one of the books. And hopefully another young lady will get the other book. But yeah, if you don't have time to put your name in the chat, that's completely fine. Like I said, you still can enter to win the giveaway. I see you, sis. You still have time to enter the giveaway. That's on June 1st. If you would like the book, like I said, you already know what you have to do. I will still have them, but I want y'all to get personally signed copies. So I need to know the names so that way I can send them to the person so that way they can sign your personal book, right? This is my copy. I'm not giving y'all this, but I do have 2 extra books. Like I said, they are free. I'm just gifting them to 2 special ladies. Father put on my heart to give to someone else. So I hope that y'all will take advantage of that. Like I said, we watching both. I've been watching both platforms to see. Y'all gotta do better. Y'all be missing out on opportunities. But that's okay. It's all good. But yeah, I hope that y'all enjoy. Thank you. So you will be getting a book. I will make sure that you get your signed copy with your name in it. Hopefully between this week and next week, I'm gonna have to send her the names. I told her, I said, I'm gonna send you the names after Step Out of the 2 ladies so that you can sign it, and she's gonna sign them and send them. All right, so look forward for that. Look out for that. All right, but I hope y'all enjoyed this time. I really enjoyed this time with you all. Every single time I enjoy this time with y'all, and I hope that something was said that just helped encourage you. That helped you. You know what? That does make a little sense. I definitely have to do better. Just continue to be obedient to what the Father's telling you to do. Continue to be open to hear what he's trying to tell you. Make sure you don't cut out all the noise. Cut all the noise from around you and just sit, as Mary did at his feet, and just seek him and ask him, Father, where do you see me? Where do you see me going? What is it I need to be doing? Okay? Just seek him the more. All right? I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. I know it's a holiday for some of you and y'all are enjoying it. I hope so. But I pray that y'all enjoy the rest of your week. And I hope to see y'all y'all don't have to really come on the live. I probably won't go live. I'll just post the winner to who won the self-care gift back, the self-care, the Woman of the Year self-care basket. Okay. I'll just let you just post who the winner was. All right. So y'all have to come back in and we'll see y'all on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Monday of next month with a new topic and new things to talk about. I hope y'all ready. I don't never know what the topic is going to be. I don't know, but I know they will be interesting. All right. All right. So enjoy the rest of y'all evening. I love y'all so much to life, and shalom. Deshaun, I got you. I got you, sis. I'll make sure you get your signed copy. Hopefully it'll be here this week too, so you'll have it. I have mine. It's good. It's really good. Love you to life. And I'm asking myself questions like, why did I do it? Why did this happen to me? Then I said, you can get through it. You just have to believe what I do now. Gotta make it all count. So why not me? I'm the perfect person to go through this storm. It won't break me, it won't kill me, I'll move on. And then I'll come. Yes! I'm excited for it. I think you're really gonna love it. And I'll never see this place anymore. Cause my faith is getting stronger every day. I'm removing everything that's in my way. And the fact that I survived another day makes me say,